Hey everyone, how's it going? I have previously done a video on changing light seals on one of these cameras, and a few people have asked me if I could do an overview. The camera is a Minolta Hi-Matic 7S2. It is a shutter speed priority camera, fixed lens, 40mm f1.7. I think it's a great little street shooter, and also a great little camera if you're looking at getting a rangefinder and you don't want the outlay of a Leica or some of the more expensive changeable lens rangefinders. The lens is 40mm f1.7. It ranges from 1.7 up to 16 and also auto. To use the auto mode you do need to have a battery, which from memory is a LR44, I think it is. Your shutter speeds range from bulb mode, which you have to press down this little silver tab here to get it into bulb mode, and then it ranges from 1/8 of a second to 1/500th of a second. Your focusing is on the side here. It is really short throw, it's not even a quarter of a turn, and it's from 0.9 meters to infinity, and it has the scale on both sides of the lens. You adjust your ISO at the bottom of the camera, and the ISO ranges from 25 up to 800, so that can be a little bit limiting, but I don't normally shoot more than 800 anyway, and I have other cameras if I want to shoot at 1/16th. If I want to shoot at 1600 or above anyway. To adjust your aperture, there's just a small tab on the bottom here that doesn't look like much, but it is actually quite easy to adjust your aperture with just one finger on that little tab. Your focusing has a decent tab to it. For metering in auto mode, there's a little sensor here, and I don't know if you'll pick it up on the camera, but it basically, you have a really small tiny hole at 1/500th, and as you get around to 1/8 of a second, you have a much bigger opening in it. That's just how that works in this camera. You have a self timer, which is 10-second self timer, just typical with most film cameras. You just pull the self timer down, and once the shutter's cocked, you just press down on the shutter and wait 10 seconds and it will take the photo. The shutter there. The shutter is reasonably silent. It's a leaf shutter, so it syncs right up to 1/500th if you want to use flash, but here's the shutter sound. I'll put it a little bit closer to the camera too. So you can see the shutter's near silent in this. Another reason why this camera is a great little film camera for street photography. You have a frame count on the top, you have your shutter release, you have your film advance lever, which is nice and smooth and easy. You have a flash hot shoe there, which being a leaf shutter will sync right up to 1/500th, and you have just a standard sort of flip open rewind lever. The back of the camera is very simple. You basically just have your viewfinder. To open the camera up, it is as simple as pulling up on the rewind lever and the back pops open. Loading film is as simple as popping a roll of film in, pushing the rewind lever down, pulling the film out, and your take-up spool has an internal cylinder, I'll call it, in there that you just push your film into. That just seems to use friction, and then we just roll it. Make sure we're advancing and we're good to go to shoot. So there you have it. That's the Minolta Hi-Matic 7S2. Great little street camera. Great little beginner film camera as well, given the auto mode. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that it is a 49mm filter thread, and the auto sensor is behind where the filter is, so it'll take your filter factor into account automatically for you, which is a good feature. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't and you thought it was shit, hit the dislike button, let me know. If you have any questions, fire off in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.